So, it is last week in March, and the weather is starting to shape up nicely, so I figured I would get out and go camping. I have this awesome 0 degrees down sleeping bag that I didn't get to test out over the winter. Long story, but anyway, I really want to try it out, so I finally found a place that I could go camping that doesn't have an incredible hike associated with it. So I'm just hiking up the valley a little ways, maybe like a 2 mile hike. I guess farther if I want to go farther and feel like it. So for any of you keeping up with the news, the world is currently experiencing a pandemic, and you might be going, well, Amy, why are you going camping and not staying in your house during this whole thing? I'm going solo camping, and I'm going to be doing dispersed camping in a wilderness area. So it will just be me. I will not be having any contact with anyone else. And so I figured it was a good way to get out of the house and, relax a little, stop reading the news for once, and yeah, just enjoy nature while it's springtime, not blazing hot, and also not get sick and transmit diseases to other people. So, we'll see if this turns out nice. Alright, so after a short hike, I reached the wilderness boundary. So, I can't remember if I said, but we're in Mount Naomi Wilderness, as that sign used to say. So yeah, here begins the fun part, where I can actually find a place to camp and wander around and kind of do what I want to do. A very important reminder, you can only bring 14 cows in with you and 10 people. Not bad for scenery. A little bad for camping, but I'm gonna find a spot coming up here pretty soon, I think. So I'm heading up to a potential campsite. It's really steep, but this area looks like it's been hit by some pretty good sun. I don't know at what time of the day, so I might not get any of it tomorrow, but it looks like it's potentially a warmer and drier spot than some. What I really wanted to film, though, was, let's see if I can turn this around. There's a super cool ice fall over there. There's some really beautiful scenery. And there's not a soul in sight. Alright, I got camp set up. There's not really any perfectly flat ground, so I'm probably going to end up crunched down at the bottom of the tent. You can already see my sleeping bag, like, coming down. So some initial thoughts before it gets too dark for me to film anything. Not that that really matters. But, so this is the first time I use trekking poles, and it's funny because I don't actually own trekking poles. I own ski poles, so I use my ski poles. And I really wish I had started using these ages ago. I mean, I think they look really stupid, just in general, so I was like, who needs these? But especially going up the really steep grades up to my little campsite, like, they were lifesavers. Also, it's getting cold really fast. I'm glad I brought some extra layers. And I don't think we're supposed to get any rain or snow tonight, but it's possible, especially up in the higher elevations. So we'll see if I'm a little bit damp in the morning. But I should be warm. I got enough stuff. But yeah, I'm going to try out my jet boil for the first time. I just got fuel for it. See how that works. And drink some tea and have dinner and just kind of chill, get a fire going, hopefully, if the wood's not too soggy. So, some campfire thoughts now that I actually have this thing going. Yeah, pretty awesome. Wonderful view. Really glad I did this. Second, it's crazy just like thinking that I can just go out and camp and not have to worry about permits or anything or paying for a campsite, and I can have a campfire considering it's March. Um, and it's also crazy to think that down there in the valley, people are getting sick, and at least not, people haven't died here yet from the virus, but Salt Lake City is a garbage fire right now, and it's gonna get worse. Um, yeah, it's just weird. Like, I can be up here, I'm perfectly safe, like, nothing restricting me from being out here, and, like, down there is where the problem is, and, yeah, I don't know, it's weird just thinking that the world is kind of burning. I mean, not that it wasn't already, but it's like, this is a major shift in, I think, the way we think about things. Sorry for, like, the cliche fire shot, but it's just weird, like, what a weird time to live through. And the fact that, like, well, you're safe in your home, but you're also safe outside is just, like, not around people is really bizarre. But anyway, I'm kind of getting smoked out, so cut this short. So the sun is set and it's getting dark and my fire's going really nice, and I just heard a huge chunk of ice fall off of the ice fall just across the canyon. There were a ton of birds singing up until like a few minutes ago too, including Townsend solitaires, robins, some canyon wrens. I think I heard a towhee, which seems kind of early, but you never know. What else? I don't know, I think I heard a raven. And a mourning dove. But, yeah, this is great. It's 7 a.m. and birds are going nuts. And now it's snowing pretty good, so might have an interesting hike back. Anyway, I survived the night. I had some technical difficulties because I thought maybe I'd stuff my sleeping pad inside my sleeping bag, but it's considering this is a mummy bag. My sleeping pad is way too wide, so it like stretched out the bag and sort of took away the insulation capabilities, and so I had to get up in the middle of the night and switch that out. I've also been crunched up at the bottom of the tent because it's not on flat ground, but otherwise it's been really good. Gotta say, hot coffee in the morning when it's snowing is an amazing luxury. Also, check out this view. I mean, you can't really see much because there's the tree in the way, but the mountain's lit up a little bit, and the sun has come up, obviously, but not too shabby. Alright, it's just before 9. I'm gonna head out. It's still a little bit chilly. But I'm prepping for the hike because I'm gonna be warm, I'm sure. And it's snowing again. But yeah, I've cleaned up the campsite, made sure the campfire's out. There's my bag, there's where my tent was. Pack in, pack out, you know. But yeah, definitely want to do this again. This is really cool. Maybe when it's a little bit warmer so I can drop some layers and not have to wear long underwear the entire hike. Yeah, there's some great birds this morning. Definitely spotted towhee, some flickers, great horned owls last night. That was really cool. And yeah, ravens and some sort of grouse, I think. I'm not sure. Making some weird ptarmigan-like noises. Yeah. I'm gonna head back and put everything away and get back to work because it's Monday morning.